I think I've been dealing with a ton of clients right now that have been really struggling with the fear of judgment. And it's funny because until you ever get there, you don't ever think you have a fear of success. People will be like, I would never be afraid to be successful. But let me tell you, when you actually start taking massive action steps, as you start getting massive results and you're bringing in all of this money and you don't know what to do with it, you start to get fearful. You start to be like, how do I merge this life of creating lots of money? And so my client, for example, she's like, I'm creating all this money and I don't know, like, what is my family going to think of me? Like, if I just go buy a new car or if I go get eyelashes, like, look, what's going to happen? Like, are people going to think different of me? Are they not going to think I'm nice and humble anymore? And I think this really is a really good topic to talk about because so many people worry about judgment. And let's be honest, we all judge. We do it whether you say you do or not, whether you're working on it, whatever it is, whether you stop it in your mind, we all have judgments. And let me tell you why. Because you need to go judge yourself. It's like the term where people say, go look in the mirror. You know what I mean? Because when somebody is judging you by what you're doing, it's because it's triggering something in them. So for example, people that lose, say, 30 pounds really fast and they keep it off, maybe somebody that can't lose weight very fast is going to say, well, it's just not healthy to lose weight that fast, or I bet they're just starving themselves, or whatever it looks like. Like, people create these judgments, and it happens when you start to create lots of money too. And you would think I would never care as long as I have all the money, but I tell people all the time, no, like when you start making, getting that first $20,000 in your savings, or, whatever it looks like, you really are paranoid. You're like, are people going to worry that like I'm buying the most expensive steak because I want to? And I think you need to realize that you need to start going after what you want. You need to start doing the things that you want to do, not caring about what people think. My husband just jumped on. You know what I mean? If he wants to go buy a super expensive semi-truck, he needs to do that because he wants to. But he could fear and worry about, what are people going to be thinking about him? Are they going to think, oh, he's just showing off? Oh, maybe he should be giving this money elsewhere. Maybe he should be feeding the homeless. And I remember as we started creating lots of money in our life, it was a fear. We were worried about, what are people around us going to think? What are people in our church going to think? What are our friends going to think? So are people going to start thinking where we should be putting our money and what we should be doing with it? And what I will tell you is you've got to let that go. Because when you're judging other people, number one, and when other people are judging you, it's because it's triggering something inside of them that either they want, they wish they had, maybe they're not doing what they know they should be doing, and so it's triggering them in themselves. And I think everybody just needs to stay in their own lane, and you need to say, awesome, I know that I'm going to keep myself in check. I'm going to do what I feel like I need to do here. I'm going to save for what I want to save here. But if I want to do something, I'm going to do it. And I don't want money to be your issue. So that's a whole nother topic. Go check out my video I just did on high vibe, how money loves high vibe, and how to be 5-star and stuff like that, because that's where you're going to attract your money. But I wanted to touch on this topic that I think a lot of you are afraid to really go out and do the things you want, buy the things you want, have the experiences in life that you want, due to what is your family going to think of you? What are other people going to say about if you buy this really expensive car? Should you not afford it? You don't need that nice of car, whatever it looks like. Who cares? Maybe you don't need it, maybe you want it. And just step up, be the person that you want to be, still serve, because obviously that's really big in my heart, is serving. And I do believe in karma, and I do believe in giving and receiving. But here's the thing, nobody needs to know what you're giving. Nobody needs to know what you're spending. And so many times we justify things. Oh, I'm going to go do XYZ because. Oh, I'm going to go buy this new purse because. And we just tend to have to justify our excuses and our reasonings, even to your spouse, that it really doesn't matter. Just be you, do you, give as you, and honestly, the universe will provide enough for all, enough for you to give to other people, and it literally just goes round and round and round. And just do it with a positive energy, show up high vibe, and I promise you, you'll be able to serve, give, have, and be, do it all, if you just are truly living in your full potential. So, love you guys. Peace out.